Hey, Tidders and Buddhas, it's Barkaa and you're watching Take Flight.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Wings, and you're tapped into the Take Flight podcast. Today, bro, been waiting for this chat for a minute because I know it's only good energy, fresh off the release of the latest album, Big Tidda. Barkaa in the building.
Hey, brrr.
Come on, bro. Hey, how are you?
Good fam, good
Bro,
fam.
good to finally have you back in the studio.
Yeah.
New fresh spot, new fresh Barkaa.
Pretty fly.
You been good?
Yeah, been good, fam. Yeah, been good.
It's always hard to go on a pod where I've already been talking to you. You know what I mean? Like, I've asked, you're fine. It's sweet, all right?
Yeah.
We could go straight.
Repeating myself again?
That's why I try not to say
I fucking
nothing.
told him.
We fucking said I'm good, all right? Anyway, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming through. As I said, new album. Before you start watching, get in there, listen to it. Let's go. We'll get straight into this one, yeah? Some of this shit I'm sure you've talked about before, but not on Take Flight. So
Not on Take
We'll
Flight.
give it a go. Let's take it all the way back. I've obviously read that you grew up in Maryland's, West Sydney, bro. What was life for you like growing up out those ways, bro? I grew up around Botterick Heights, so I kind of get that vibe of the area, but just, I guess, for yourself.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I mean, good food.
That's the first thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Come on.
Best food in Maryland's, best food. It was like, we grew up in Maryland's West, went to Maryland's high school, and I don't know, like I grew up in primary school, like skipping schools a lot, like, changing schools. I went to Parramatta Public, then I went to Glebe Public School, which was dope because I was, surrounded by black fellas and that. And then, went to Sherwood Grange and then, went off into high school and kind of just didn't stick around the area much. Like it was more, once I got out of high school and stuff, I found my way to Blacktown and that and, out west, Redfern, Waterloo and that, just found my people. But Maryland's was cool for the food, but I was hardly in the area.
Yeah, you're always out of the spot. Yeah. So you went to Glebe while you were living in Maryland?
Yeah.
Fuck, how are you getting there every day
My
straight?
mum worked there,
Okay, so it worked out.
Caught a lift off mum, So
But I guess maybe not Maryland's then, but the areas you did spend more of the time in, how do you think those areas helped shape the person you ended up becoming?
Far heaps, like immensely. I think if it wasn't for, the life that I've been through or like this, live the life or the journey or been in the places that I've been, I don't think I would have been like shaped the artist who I am today,
100%.
and taught me a lot, taught me how to survive, taught me how to have thick skin out here, taught me how to, just be fucking on your game, and to always like, watch yourself and step carefully, but always, just like be a good cunt, and I think, that's what the streets.
Be a good cunt, I think, is the most important thing of all. No matter where you're from, it's not that hard to be a good cunt.
Yeah.
But I guess people from these directions seem to have it a bit better. I don't know. They seem to know to bring it a bit more, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, in my opinion.
We're the best.
Huh?
We're the best.
We're the best. It's that simple, bro. I heard that you were already rapping in high school. That was a thing you're already doing. Was that like what was that situation? Freestyles at recess, that kind of thing?
Nah, not that kind of thing. It was more like me just like couldn't be fucked in class and just writing bars. And it was dope because we had a teacher, I spoke about him a few times, Mr. Graham, who, would let me just write lyrics because he thought, I guess at the time he's like, oh, at least she's doing something, at least she's, she's writing, she's putting sentences together, she's doing her thing. So he was really, he was dope, old fella, but just, mad cunt, that would just let us do our thing. And I had,
No, you're right. Go.
I had a friend named, Cheyenne, who we used to, write raps together and stuff in high school. And
Come on.
yeah.
Is she still going with it now?
No, bless, but shout out to her. Yeah, she's over in Aotearoa now. Gotta get over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been over there before?
Gotta get over there. Nah, never been.
Do you get much love from over there already? Like, do you see much love on the internet and that kind of thing?
Yeah, heaps of love, heaps of First Nations mob, like Māori mob, relate to the struggle, relate to the story and stuff. So it's dope. I have heaps of mob that want me to go over. Heaps of, my friends that have been sent back over. Yeah, free them, give them back.
Come on. When the time's right, you can surely take the tour over there.
Yeah, for
Come
sure,
on.
fam.
Was there a specific moment then, if you started this long ago, that you decided to turn it from just, rapping at recess, rapping with your teacher, Mr. Graham, or into turning it into what it is now, which is a career for yourself?
Yeah, it was like a turning point. Like I think when I got out of jail, the last time, when I was 21, I got into like community services, like started doing my community services and stuff. And I just thought like it was dope. Like I really loved it. And like I learned a lot about myself during it, but I just thought like I learned as well that I can't just sit still and like read all the time or like sit in an office and kind of be pushing be just, trying to make a small difference when it just doesn't make an actual change, and I thought, yeah, I didn't expect rap to be where it's at or expect it to be what it is today, but I mean, the dream finally came to fruition for sure.
Hey, you well and truly broke through what you were trying to do then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
In saying that, you never thought that this could be the case. Even that, another thing I read in a past interview was some of the people you listened to growing up. And one of them was Sky High, yeah? What kind of impact do you think she had on yourself, knowing that like the underground then was even more male-dominated than it was now?
Oh, she was dope to me. Like she was everything, seeing, I remember we used to get around with the collars popped up and the Canterbury's.
Come on.
And being a little essays. I just love, I could see myself in her and I thought she was just raw, real, doesn't give a fuck, she just says what it is. And I remember Hoodies and Nikes was just such a tune, got me through a lot. I remember I was when I was real down and I just chucked that song on and it just, remind me of how it is surviving out in these streets and stuff. And she was a voice for, young girls like me, for sure.
Let's go, man. Shout out Sky High too. I've seen popping up on the internet as of late. Have you seen her around in the past however many years, lately?
I remember we went to one of her shows with Forte. Forte was performing Enter, and it was the first time watching her perform, and yeah, it was crazy.
That's mad?
Yeah, so inspirational, yeah.
I guess other than Sky High, was there any other standout songs that you can remember from that hustle hard kind of era that you used to have on repeat back in the day?
Oh, do you remember that Lil Wayne, what's that that bomb, tick, bitch, I'm a bomb, tick, tick. And I think Enter did a remix of it. That remix, I was that used to, we used to pump that. But
other than them, were you I'm not going to maybe inspired by anyone else in Australia? Was that people you were looking to down under, for on the rap side of things?
Yeah, Enter was a massive one. Sky High, Briggs, I mean, my brothers and that, especially growing up, Briggs was me, but just a bigger male, a bigger man version, a hairier version of me. But Briggs, brother Nooks got me through a lot, I remember I used to listen to Nooks, pump Nooks in my ice addiction, and he was just and I spoke about this and said it to his face, he's got me through a lot. And brother Kobe D, when he put out Jody.
Oh man, what a time of period that was.
Yeah.
I still remember when that dropped.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was the first time I heard of Cobes, and I was just
me too.
Blown away, yeah.
But now what is hectic to see is all of you guys doing this. Yourself, who you've mentioned, Nookie, Kobe, Briggs, everyone. And I spoke about this isn't on here, this is just off the top of my head right now. I spoke about this to Kobe, is that I asked him if he ever felt he got boxed in as just an Indigenous rapper. And he kind of agreed because he didn't feel like he should. And I feel like that with all of you guys lately, because it's not a thing. You are competing for the top spot now with how you've come with not only your energy, storytelling, bars, but you've just reached that level where there is no box anymore.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. I love what Kobe said. He's you can't box me in because I'm fucking everywhere. And
it's
I was
literally.
It gave me goosebumps when he said that, because it's fuck yeah, you can't box us in. And I think as black fellas, even when I came on the scene, I tended to box myself in as an artist. I was we can only speak about this. We can only, this has got to be your mission, and this is, you can only showcase this. But then I realized, even with Big Tidda, I can showcase I'm a multifaceted person and a multifaceted artist. So I'm going to show off all facets of my being, but I'm still a proud First Nations artist at the end of the day. I don't deem myself as an Oz rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I am a Malum Gumpa Barkanji rapper, but I'm also a fucking good rapper.
Let's go.
And, yeah.
Facts, bro. And anyone who said otherwise hasn't listened to your Sky sessions. Come on, bro.
Yeah. No, we went for fucking, it was off its head.
Bro, the energy of that, we got just, the energy. There's still no one to this day that is coming with more energy to you than you on Sky Sessions. 100%.
Next one, we flip the table.
Bro. All right, when's round 2?
Let's go.
Lock it in right now. Lock it in right now.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Come on, man. No, we have to. But anyway, we're going to talk about that later, but we'll get there. Look, as you just mentioned, your new album, Big Tidda, EP?
EP, yeah.
EP, Big Tidda, again, out now. How do you think you've changed as a person between, I guess, Black Matriarchy and the release of this one?
Oh, like heaps as a person. I feel like, I've gotten to a stage where I'm living good now. Like my kids don't want for nothing. I'm very aware of who I am and, yeah, it's a funny one. Like I feel like Black Matriarchy, I was like a baby in the scene when it first came out, and Black Matriarchy will always be my baby. Like I'm so proud of that project, especially it being my debut. But I feel like this shows off who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted to show off, just bars and in the streets and parts of me that I boxed in at the start, I'm allowed to be cheeky, funny cunt on my tracks. I'm allowed to be, happy. I'm allowed to talk about joy. I don't have to talk about my trauma all the time or for people to fucking listen to me. Like people can listen to about my happiness and my success now and my joy, and I don't have to give them trauma porn for them to listen to me. Yeah.
It's all part of the story now that you've done that. You've got it out of the way, and now you can talk about everything that's to come since, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. and as you said, like you could just rap your ass off now, yeah? Like it's well and truly proven that it doesn't matter about the content. You can fucking do it. Yeah? Come on. In another interview about the EP, you said that you wanted Mob to listen to the EP and really start championing their achievements. I read this online. Yeah.
Good research.
We got to do it.
You should wear this Explorer hat.
Oh, man. Anyway. And big noting their themselves. Why do you feel that Mob are sometimes so low-key about their achievements and what they come through with?
Oh, because Mob, like it's embedded in us. Like it's systematically embedded in Mob. Like we're meant to be shame or if we are too proud about ourselves, we see it online. Like we see Latrell cop it, or Mob just even being proud. Like I'll chuck up a TikTok of me dancing and somebody will call me a slur. And I'm just like, bro, like, who the fuck hurt you? Can't like, some mothers have them. But it's just like, we get that, we cop it in a nation where we are, the most hated in this nation. And it's been like that. And it's like, it's on us to lift each other up. It's on us to believe in ourselves. It's on us to, look in the mirror and say that we are deadly. We are like all these things and be proud of, the culture that, the oldest living culture that we come from, And I love what one of my sister girls, Emily Johnson, said that, white Australia is not the only people who are entitled to modernity, and I feel like we have a 65,000 plus year old culture. Like we've always adapted, shaped and moved. Like we survived the Ice Age, so we can survive everything. And this is just another thing for us, another little blimp in the universe for us as black fellas. And and when you think about it, and our lives are amazing like this is, and being black is something to be proud of and be something to be like stand strong about and lift your head up. Like, we see so much, we have the highest, statistics on suicide and incarceration. And I just want to see our mob believing in ourselves and love themselves because they deserve that. And I feel like, the more we show them the way.
That they can all come through and do the same, especially for the youngins that are already looking up to you all the time. Let's go, Barkaa. Yeah. Come on. We're going to start getting some inspirational speeches from you on the daily out in public at some point. Surely. You're too good at it, mate.
Thanks,
also on the EP, you obviously brought in JT Hazard again. Is that how you say it? JT Hazard?
Yeah.
I'm saying it right, yeah?
Hazard.
JT Hazard. I sound like some fucking Harry Potter spell. Hazard. Anyway, he obviously worked on your past stuff too. So shout out to him because you're a beast. I think he did your Sky sessions too. Let's go. And Kobe's. Yeah. But also this time you brought in Nerve. You brought in Nerve to help out. What was it like bringing a different energy to the production side of things this time? What was it like working with Nerve to get this done?
Nerve's a sick cunt. Like, love Nerve.
Facts.
Love your Nerve.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. But he's like, as I've said in many interviews, you're a freak, Nerve.
I saw that today, actually.
I know,
he is a freak, though.
He is a freak. But he is like, working with him has taken my music in a whole nother direction. But it's also like brought me back to when the street days, like it's like those hard bars, those hard beats, those gritty beats. And I love that I can listen to a beat of his and just be super hyped off it. And he's just super fun to work with, an amazing artist, gun rapper, and I feel like, Nerve's so Nerve's underrated as fuck.
Let's go. I've been saying it for years. As fuck.
He's
bro.
underrated as fuck. I'm sleeping on my boy.
Yeah, yeah. In all aspects now, because obviously he's diving hard into the production route now.
Yeah.
And that side of things, he kills it. He's the intro of the podcast, but also the rap shit is like hard.
Oh, he's insane. Like the words, like the wordsmith, like his
Delivery,
brain's
everything.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm dying out here. Anyway, shout out Nerve, man.
Shout
Go
out
listen
Nerve.
to our boy Nerve. Someone you feature on the EP, Say True God. Love this track. Probably one of my favorites, mainly because of the collab between you two. I love Say True God. I love you. This track's hard. Yeah? Bougie and Brown. Talk to me about that collab coming together, how you got Say True God out of the gym to do so. You know what I mean? And just putting the track together anyway.
Oh,
Tell me anything about it.
It was dope. Like, yeah, I just asked. I think the people were asking for it.
For sure.
We've seen it happen, and it was funny because when all those comments were coming through, we already spoke about it, you know, where we were like working on it. I sent him the track. I think he sent it back to me like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, bruh, like, it was crazy.
Another beast
yeah,
in the
another
country.
beast.
Another beast in the country.
Oh, he's insane, and just love him so much, you know. Love him as a, you know, not just as an artist, you know, and I'll pump his music. Like, I love Say True God. He creates bangers, and but as a, you know, as a man, you know, as a father, like, he's just such an inspirational person, you know, in our industry and in our communities. And yeah, just shout out True God. He's True God, you mad, True God, you deadly as cunt, my butter.
Hey, can everyone go tell True God to drop more songs too?
Yeah, come on.
That's this man. He goes to the gym like 8 days a week, but doesn't have time to fit in these tracks. You got to do it at some point, bro. Yeah. And tracks like Bougie and Brown just prove it, man. Just prove it. Another person that features label mate Kobe D, absolute beast in his own right.
Yeah.
Also, he's dropping with Charlie Sloth tonight, which is crazy.
Oh, it's insane.
Good on him. He also recently released his EP, Chapter 26, and I saw the video online of him driving you around, listening to it, which you got a bit emotionally in when it was I think it was a heartbeat of his kid at the time. On your EP, in the same kind of world, you focus a track on your daughter, yeah?
Yeah.
Alinta.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it wrong. Alinta, all right? Obviously, being a mum is a huge part of your life, and also now this EP, right? What are the biggest ways your kids have changed your life since coming into this world?
Oh, everything. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my kids. And I think as parents, but like, we say that, but it's, you know, it's facts. Like, I feel like having my daughter so young, you know, really opened my eyes to a lot of things. Like, I thought I was, you know, I look back now and I think, you were such a baby. You were so naive, you know, but she really, she gave me that unconditional love that I felt like I didn't have, you know, like I felt like she's everything, you know, and she loves me and she looks at me and, you know, and I'm really thankful that, you know, my boys have given me such purpose, you know, as a, you know, both my boys have autism and, you know, it's such a gift to watch how they see the world, you know. I think like my kids with their little superpowers and always have a way of thinking that makes me look outside of my own simple way of thinking, you know, and they're straight up the guts and honest sometimes.
How do you go about the mum life with the music life you have going on at the moment?
I have a really, really good support system. Like, I have my mum and my sister who, you know, we're like that kingship where it's like, yeah, we're all there for our kids. You know, my kids grow up in a very matriarchal home. And but yeah, I'm really lucky. Like, and I know that. Like, I count my blessings. You know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be where I am. It's not just me who's putting in the work. Like, it's like I've said, it takes a whole team. It takes a tribe. It takes a village. You know, and I think to be where I'm at I'm just really lucky to have really beautiful people in my life who back me. Yeah.
100%. Bless. And I guess now your kids are growing up, as we just spoke about before, getting older every day. Do you find watching them grow is changing the way you move and the way, like, even the songs you make these days?
Yeah.
In those aspects?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I always worry about, like, you know, making them proud or being a person that they can look up to and be like, I want to be like my mum, you know? And I think I always move with that in my mind. You know, my kids know I'm a bit wild and a bit silly, but
slight ruckus.
Yeah, it's always fun in the quail house. But it's yeah, they definitely make sure, like, you know, even with the whole outlook, what's the end outcome, you know, I know that it's not just going to be rap forever. Where can I expand my business? What can I, you know, find different outlets. How can I keep this going so that I can, in a more, not to be morbid, but when I die, my kids have something, you know?
Facts.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that even further then? Like it's too early in the interview to ask what's next, but like what other ideas have you got business-wise? If you can talk about it, we're not trying to reveal your secrets out here.
I really want to venture out into like, you know, youth work or like getting out into, not youth work, but like building foundation or making a foundation for Black kids out west and build, you know, getting stuff happening out west and in regional towns where kids can be inspired and actually create opportunities for themselves. I think, that's a main aspect is bringing everything that we got in Sydney is like trying to bring it out to those kids and hopefully like maybe clothes. Like getting clothes. I wouldn't mind,
Why
now that
not?
I know how to dress better than denim shorts, Ugg boots and singlets.
Hey, it comes with age, all right?
Yeah.
It comes with age.
We got to go through it.
You got to go through it. If you don't go, you know what's funny though? Kids don't seem to be going through it at times now.
No.
Why they got the freshest shoes, the freshest clothes at all times?
Why is this 4-year-old in Montclair?
Yeah, well, there you go.
This 4-year-old baby giving me dirties.
Oh,
This baby just called me broke.
Just like this. But legit though. Oh, that's cool. Great. Especially the I think you bring a lot to the table when it comes to, you know, visiting these communities or anyone out west and just bringing what you've learned over the years to the table. Speaking of that, and we just spoke before off camera, you've been to Darwin a couple of times recently. You've been regional a bunch of times. Are there any moments or specific just lessons you've taken away or from being out there and seeing these the communities firsthand?
Oh, to listen. Like I think it's so important to listen to Mob. You know, not just to, because we do go in there and we do preach our lyrics and stuff, but it's always important to, like everywhere I go, always make sure that we can tee up like, you know, to meet local mob or to have a welcome to country so that I know that I'm walking with their respects and walking with respect on their land, you know, but just sitting with mob and listening to them and, you know, especially older, you know, the elders out there and how the youth are going and stuff and what will inspire them or, you know, and it's always beautiful to sit with those old people because we're not going to have them forever, you know, so it's, I think that's the biggest thing I've learned is just to like, listen and make that time for people. Like, don't be so caught up in, it's so easy to get caught up in ourselves and in our own worlds, but to actually make time and, because those yarns are so impactful and they fill your cup up so much. Yeah.
Facts. And I feel like we said, I only went to Darwin for the first time and just hearing the stories of the people, just how excited they get to see people just from out of state coming to visit. So I haven't been out remote communities or anything like that yet, but even just Darwin as a whole, them talking about not really getting much.
Yeah.
And just to see how happy and excited they are to get things that just other people get every day is just a moment in itself, I feel.
Yeah, no, it really, like, I love it out there, you know, we're like pushing in Sydney, like, please buy my tickets, please, you know, put my hat out and everything, but, you know, please. But these kids, you know, mob out there will come and see no matter, like, they'll drive. Like, there's been mob where we've done shows in regional towns and these mob have driven like 5 hours from, you know, other towns just to come in and see us mob. So it's like,
hectic.
it fills your heart up to know that mob will, travel and that, but it's like, it just goes to show like how much more appreciative their mob are.
100%. Just to bounce back off the EP to celebrate, and we talk about you going to Melbourne, you got the flash tattoo happening. Has that already happened in Sydney or is it just a Melbourne thing?
Just a Melbourne thing, the tattoos. We did Imperial listening party, which was
up here, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruckus?
Yeah, it was fun. It was like, it's kind of weird watching people listen to your songs.
You're just like,
it's like,
you like this one? Because they don't know it yet, obviously. So what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
You can't sing along.
That was great. And it's really loud, so you can't talk about it. But it was really interesting. It was really fun. Ended up, spitting the freestyle at the end of it. I was like, I need to do my job. It just feels like I'm not doing my job. But it was deadly. Yeah, shout out to everybody who came out. Yeah.
So the flash tattoo event is a pretty cool one because it's something different. It's not something I see too often. Well, never actually in Sydney or Australia for an artist. But I also saw while scrolling through Instagram, people got tattoos of yourself. You know, we talked about you being like wanting to lead the way for your kids in the future, even just like the remote communities taking something away from you. But how does it feel to see that sort of dedication or even the fact of the impact you have on these young people these days after, I think it was only 4 or 5 years ago that you dropped your first official release?
Yeah.
I think.
4
4 years since your first release, and you already have an impact to the fact they're inking you on their skin for life. But how does it feel to be, I guess, that person that people are looking to as a role model already?
Oh, it's deadly. But when you like release those take flight things and then they're going to get it lasered off. They're like, she's not my
Stop destroying the set, all right?
Yes. Just rip it. It's crazy. Like to watch people, get my name tatted.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's dope. It's weird, but it's like
Strange.
dope. Like, but it's, you just couldn't, some things like you feel, like, where you just like, how do you put words on that? Like, that's fucking love. That's crazy. That's love. To know that I'm making that impact in, and I mean, it's a hard one. I think even like artists or like people or, black fellas too, like we just like that imposter syndrome, like why are people doing this? Or like we forget, we kind of don't count our own accolades, or we're just kind of like, oh shit, this shit's real sometimes. And it's crazy.
No, hard. But seeing the impact, say, like listening to someone like Sky I had back in the day, are you seeing that with yourself now and younger, maybe not just girl rappers, female rappers, but like male rappers too, younger rappers? Are you seeing them reaching out or even commenting saying like, like, I love what you're doing. I'm trying to do that now. Is that happening?
Yeah, that happens heaps. Like I got heaps of young sister girls now that are like, send me videos, or I get tagged in stuff, or young brother boys saying, sis, this is mad. Can you listen to this? Or what do you reckon of this? And, always mob reaching out, wanting to know, like, love us enough or respect us enough to want our opinions on their work, and it's always so beautiful to be like, oh, we're the go-tos now. Like 100%. We're the ones that are like, oh, if Barkaa loves this, that means it's dope. And it's like, oh, it's crazy about the power of your own words, that can change somebody's life,
Literally.
And I think that's like, and I think about that too, like when I showed Nook a rap and he's like, that's mad, sis, that's hectic, sis, come and jump on stage. And I think those words just, even though they're just like, that's hectic, sis, doesn't seem like much of a motivational, inspirational quote, but it meant something to me, and it meant everything to me. That changed my life, man. So it's
the
like
Nook words you're talking about?
Hey.
The words from Nookie?
Yeah.
Shout out Nookie too, man.
Shout out Nook.
Legend of a guy.
Yeah.
Before I go too far off the tattoos, obviously some tattoos yourself, but stand out these days, the FTS across the throat. Got to get it done.
Yeah.
And it's across your merch too, I've seen.
Yeah.
How important are those 3 letters to yourself to the fact that it's become you? Like it's anytime anyone looks at you now, the first thing they're going to see is the words FTS. So what does that represent for yourself?
Oh, fucking everything, like it's, growing up in a system where I've been to jail, I've been a juvie, I've been like kicked out of school, I've been, where it's like all those things put on me, all those things put on a young sister, like it was deemed to fail, like it was already set up to fail. And I said, also those things are, from my own doing. Like I've, made my own choices in life and got myself to where I was. I also thought about that, was like, I'm not going to let this system break me. I had my kid in jail and, it was just deemed to be like, oh, she's that traumatized. She can either get back on the street, get back on ice and forget about her family and forget about her everything, or she can come back, say, fuck the system, get her kids back and be like, yeah, fucking live her dream. Be like, one of, fucking up there with the top rappers in this country. And it's like, that fucking, fuck the system, fuck your turn.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But it's become a big part of you now.
It is.
The
it's
fact
like,
you got it across your throat. When did you get it? Not long ago, because there was a time, I swear, it just appeared. Like, I don't even remember knowing you without it. But did you have it on Sky Sessions?
No.
So it's appeared within the last year.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Summertime in Nam. Yeah,
oh, is that where you were? Hectic.
Yeah.
Also recently, again, you've cleaned up some awards, the NEMAs, is that how we say it? NIMAs? Nominations.
NIMAs.
The NEMAs. I've got to get pronunciation of everything today. Can you just read this out for me, please? Just read every word. Nominations for the ARIAs, FBI Radio Awards, all of that. You're out here grabbing nominations left, right, and center. With all these accolades coming in, how do you measure success for yourself these days?
It's a hard one, eh? Measure success these days. Awards are deadly and all. Like I love, like it's funny because it's like the NEMAs, it's like you're kind of going up against your peers. Like may the best black win and the best black did. Nah, I'm giving
let's go. Let's go.
But it feels like it's like you know, when one of us win, we all win. So it's like the Nemas is deadly, you know, being up there and being, you know, being nominated, you know, up against your brothers and sisters we're all winners in that, you know. I feel like we're all doing our part. We're all doing the same job. We all hold that same weight, you know. But success is measured by like what young kids are like come up to me and say, you know. I feel like when little girls are rapping my lyrics and they're like, especially lyrics where what I needed to hear as a kid, because I write raps of the words that I needed to hear, you know. And I think when you see little kids like, or, you know, little sister girls, we've seen it up in Darwin, like, you know, shout out, you know, my little sissy Shane. But
saw those videos?
Yeah, she's just
energy. Yeah, energy.
Yeah, and we got, you know, I got little ones looking up to me that are doing that. And I remember when we was at the 27 Project last time when we shot the video and this little sister girl said to me, Barkaa, when I grow up, I want to be like you. And I was like, you know, that's the impact. And then I said to her, you know, I hope you're better than me. You know, I want this, I'm doing what I am so you can be greater than what we are, you know. And I think that's what the little, like, yeah, knowing what our jarjums and our little babies are saying to us and the impact we're having on them, that's success, yeah.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And in saying that, you mentioned that like you write for what you needed to hear as a kid. Is that something you go in the studio and like think, well, maybe not in the studio, even your house and your phone. Is that something you really think into every time you're writing a song these days?
Yeah, like most of the stuff that's like the deep stuff.
Of course.
I mean, not the dissing my ex. Like I was like, little me didn't really.
Didn't need to hear that one.
Yeah, she didn't need it.
She can listen anyway.
But it helps now because... Yeah. But nah, it was I always think of it like for my Tiddas, Black Matriarchy, Fight For Me, you know, even just like those tracks. Groovy was like something, you know, Groovy was one of those like where, you know, my mum installed that love in me and I kind of let it go and then brought it back, you know, we got our groove back. And I always think about what little me needed to hear or what she didn't, you know, she was always hearing the things that's what's wrong with her or, you know, why she can't be this or why she can't be that or why she's ugly or why she's, you know, different to everybody. But I needed to hear those beautiful words. And yeah, I know that I'm healing little me when I'm rapping.
Let's go. And
or scaring her.
But that's it. Like you said, you've got the people listening in now. So you've got to be having an impact out there, here, there and everywhere, right?
Yeah.
We mentioned Nookie a bunch of times already in this interview. But you performed with him with 3% on New Year's Eve, which was a freaking moment in itself. Yeah. A crazy moment to be able to sit at home. I sat at home this New Year's Eve, but I got to watch some absolute wildness on TV with you guys out there, which is hectic. I've never known someone personally. You know what I mean? So that was hectic to see. There was a lot of, I guess, I wouldn't say like, how would you say it? There was a lot of feedback that said, you know, it was a bit hard for that time of night and all of that kind of thing. How did it feel performing there, first of all, and then seeing the attention that came from it?
Oh, they loved it. Sky News absolutely loves us. We fucking love yous too. Love giving yous fucking shit. It's about time. It was like I felt like throwing up before I got on that stage. Like I had my face on the pylon and
of the Harbour Bridge for those that don't know.
Weird. Yeah, weird as fuck. Shout out Nookie for making that happen. But I was like, yeah, pretty much 2 minutes. I seen like 2 minutes before we go on stage in front of a whole nation. I seen that up on the pylon, and then I'm like feeling sick. Like this is like real. Like, and the impact, especially on New Year's, you know, billions, you know, or millions, zillion, trillions are watching all across, you know, not just the nation, across the world, you know, and we're putting on a show and we're holding like, we're holding our people, we're representing our people, and it was straight after the referendum. So it was like, it was heavy for Mob, you know, it was heavy for a lot of us. And thank fuck the camera, like after we did locked up, and we did that verse bit, I dry heaved.
Is it? No. I'm trying to see that. Who's got BTS?
No, but please don't. No. Please don't find that. But yeah, it was like, it could have been like, it was like, imagine the feedback it could have been.
Oh my gosh, man.
Barkaa froze up on the stage all over at beers. Like, fuck. But it was, I love pissing off Sky News. I think that feedback, it's always just like chef's kiss to me. I'm like, good. Like, I just picture him like, on their lounge. And
these people on our TV.
Yeah, these bloody black people on our TV. They should have left on Bluey.
Oh, there were so many Bluey references to it, to be honest, in that. There really was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were competing up against Bluey, and it's hard competing up against Bluey. Like, how do you go, who would you rather see? But nah, we made them see it. And
Let's
we,
go.
when we spoke our truth, and that's all you got to do. Like, we are faced with this all the time, and I think it's just we get out there and we do it, and we do it well. And
yeah, 100%.
And I think, we just keep in mind who that impacted that night and who it mattered to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. And in the Nookie interview at the start this year, he said there might be around 2. I don't know if you heard anything about this.
A little.
We heard something. We'll wait for that one. Did you have any New Year's resolutions back in 2020, 23, 24? What do you
What are we
say?
in?
New Year's Eve last year, did you have any resolutions that you've either hit or are still trying to hit this year?
Oh yeah, I got my own place.
Let's go.
Yeah, got my own roof over my head. I bought a car.
Let's go.
What else? That was like basically it.
Well,
Just
you
move
did it.
out of me mum's.
With success.
Yeah.
Success. We need to add some more to the list.
Yeah,
There's still
yeah.
a few months left. That was obviously a huge moment, I guess, in your career for anyone to be on the New Year's Eve event program. Is there any other standout massive moment that you've been a part of thus far in the music world?
Oh, just like in like sharing a stage with Uncle Archie Roach was massive for me. I shared a stage with him for Dawaja Foundation for Black Deaths in Custody, and got to share it with, like God to us. Yeah. Uncle Archie Roach said, rest in peace, but it was an honor to be able to sit there and, be able to share the stage with Unc there. New Year's New Year's was massive. That was crazy. Sold out Opera House show was.
Come on.
Yeah, it was like, oh. It was interesting. I was like, God, we in the building.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
big moments.
Yeah, sold out shows, and it's been like crazy that. Oh yeah, and I sacked me ex-manager, so that was fucking great. You can put that in, Wings.
Oh, how has things changed since that?
Oh, immensely. Like I got
guess-
the best team.
Yeah, that's awesome. What have you learned so far in the industry with that kind of thing? Not that I even know what happened in that world or need to know, but since these moments, like since being in the industry, what are some of the key moments you've learned for even some of the youngins out there?
Read your contracts.
Okay.
Read your contracts. Like, when people tell you to have like independent advice to look over things, don't just think that a manager is deemed success, or a label, or like, shout out to my label. I wouldn't want to be anything but a bad apple, but like, certain contracts, like where, there's so many dodgy cunts in the industry that will, just like prey on young talent, or prey on, people who don't know better. I come into this industry, I was a baby in this industry, pretty much like was a mum at home, trying to build myself back after getting out of prison. And I was a baby, and I thought, this is great. At least I'm not back there. But, it's so important that you self-empower yourself, like to, empower yourself and to read those things and to go over those things. And because this is like, once those people come knocking, they see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And you're the prize, you're the prize. It's your business. So own that, even from the jump,
Beautiful. Contracts, man. I hate them. I fucking hate them. Well, it's good to see.
Exit clauses,
That too. Just bouncing off New Year's Eve before. This New Year's, you're playing some big festivals, yeah? So what do we got? I wrote down here, Wildlands Festival, Beyond the Valley Festival.
Yeah.
Any other I've missed so far?
Got like Meredith that's coming up, which looks really, really cool. I think that just happens I don't think that's like a travel one.
Yeah.
Like I think it happens out regional Victoria, but yeah, that one looks
Hectic.
super sick.
You're playing with some massive artists on that. But my real question is, are you going to link with Ice Spice while I'm here, because we need that collab? Come on, man.
How would that sound?
Ruckus. Absolute ruckus.
It would be dope.
Just imagine the music video, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'd expect.
It's so scattered in my head, guys.
Please explain between you and I. What kind of music video even to come out with?
It's like a cultural ass shaking music.
All I've got. I'm just
like a
singing,
fuck the system, shake your ass type shit,
clap sticks are going at the same time.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Clap sticks, claps, it's all.
Come on, man.
It's scattered.
The collab we're hoping for. How excited are you to do this? Have you ever done big festivals, touring festivals like that before?
Yeah, we done Listen Out.
Oh, you did the tour of Listen Out?
Yeah, did Listen Out, did
true.
Groove in the Moo. Yeah, we did.
So
that was crazy listening to that.
festival
Central
vet.
C was it. Yeah.
Central C was on. Oh, it was that
And
one too.
Roddy Rich and
Oh, come on. What a line. You've done some big shows lately then.
yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, excited for it to be festival season.
100%. Is that just over New Year's, that period? Or is it like throughout the whole like summer?
I think it's like
Because they pump them real fast.
Yeah,
You like
summer.
go show to show to show.
Yeah.
You also got your own tour coming up.
Yeah.
What other shows you got left for that?
Oh, we pretty much did Darwin. Then we got we got Perth, Sydney.
So it's everywhere but Darwin.
Yeah, everywhere but Darwin.
Darwin's done.
We even got Hobart in there.
Let's go.
We didn't forget about you guys.
Have you ever been in Hobart before?
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's the energy like at shows down there? Oh, I can't say I've ever been.
Oh, fucking Dark Mofo. You got to try, like, you got to get down there. They have like this festival on. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah?
It's really quite grungy, like, God, what would you say? Like gritty and murdery.
That's a weird explanation.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if you're
weird,
selling
like-
me going to Hobart right now.
Like pig faces and in suits and that sort of
What is
stuff.
going on?
Yeah.
All right, shout out Hobart.
Yeah.
What has everyone got to look forward on this tour? What's the energy you're bringing for this one?
God, I just hope I keep my voice.
Oh.
No.
Lemon teas. I don't know if that's a thing. but-
Lemon teas and Manuka honey and lots of punches in the back, please.
Why do you punch it just to
Like
get it
to
out?
bring the phlegm out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's stuck. Like, but yeah, no, I'm just excited to tour new music, bring new energy. I got a whole bunch of new jokes.
Let's go.
So I'm really excited just to get out there with my peoples and perform new stuff for them.
Come on. Barkaa comedy show in the future. What do we say?
I would do it.
Bro, oh my God. Can we hit up the comedy store and just like get like a one night only?
Yeah, just honk honk. Like fucking.
Imagine the energy in that room. Surely that could be a thing. Bad apples. Hit up the people. Let's go.
Yeah, when the rapping's over.
Come on,
I'm
man.
just-
Before we wrap up, man, look, you've had a bunch of features of like Say True God, Kobe D. Is there anyone that you've wanted to connect with before that you haven't had a chance to speak to or that you just love to get with in the future?
Oh, love to get with.
I knew that was going to come out, man. Love to collaborate on a track with. Barkaa.
Well, no. God, who would I love to? I love Felly. Love Felma Plum.
Yeah.
God, they're so. I'd love to do a track with Enter. I think that'll be sick. Sky High. I want to track with Sky High when she comes back.
Come on.
Well,
she's around. Like we were saying, she's around. There's a time.
Please,
Sky High.
where are you? What are you doing? Just I mean, big
Emojis.
plan is like just doing a whole big like follow mixtape, like ciphers and shit.
That'd be
I reckon
heavy.
that'll be like get JK, get Cobes, get Nooks, get Say True God, get everybody on there. Jamal Yami, who's fucking bass too. Shout out to him. Yeah, get them all. Give
Let's
them
go.
dinner. Yeah.
All right. Before we wrap up, what are we looking for the rest of 2024 leading in 2025? Between music, personal life, what else are you looking forward to?
Oh, working on this album.
Yeah. What-
Debut album. Work
When's
on
that
that.
coming? Is there a plan?
There's a little plan. Yeah, get back on country. Get back
Okay.
on country for it. Got like, real proud of that. And
Has that
Stay
already been
alive.
announced?
Nah. I mean, it might not come out for 5 years. I don't know.
but there's an album coming at one day.
One day. Probably too early to say shit.
That's all right.
I think everything that's announced has been announced.
It's just an album
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah,
It's
at
coming-
some
and what
point.
else? What else you got? Personal life?
Personal life, learn how to drive my car that I bought.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That could be a take flight segment. Let's go. I got you covered. I've got you
I
covered.
drive manual, so it'll be fucking funny.
Yeah,
It's just
let's
me
go.
burning my clutch.
Let's go.
The car's
So
like
learn the
fucked.
car.
Yeah, store my car. Learn my car. Create memories with all the team and just it's a hard one, eh? I think it's these days I'm just keeping it in the moment for sure.
Yeah, beautiful.
Especially like just counting my blessings in the present. I think I'm always so ahead of myself or thinking so far into the future or thinking so far back into my past that I kind of don't grasp everything that's in front of me. And I think that's one of my big things this year is probably just being more present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leave both sides behind and just focus on what's happening.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you coming through for a chat.
Yeah,
One last
thanks,
thing we're
man.
going to get in again. Either Sky Sessions Part 2 or I got a new series coming. We'll get you. Get you. Appreciate you coming through. Have a good time at the festivals and the rest of it. Hey, it's your boy Wings. It's Barkaa. It's Take Flight. Hey, we out.
Peace, cunts.